All right, you guys, so over here, this is my Kucoin ETF 3x list. 3x long, 3x short, and then the coin itself, right? So Gala, this is the normal Gala coin. This is the short side of it, and this is the long side, okay? And so what I do is I'm going to go through, I'm preparing now um, for Friday's news related event. And so the way I trade, different than other crypto traders, is always based on news catalysts. And so the idea is what is going to move the SPY this week? The news catalyst of this week is the meeting at Jackson Hole, and then you have Powell speaking, and you also have CPE data coming out. My expectation is it might be kind of flat, but in preparation for that event, I want to look at these coins now and see where we're at. And so as I scan through the list, um, a lot of them look a lot like Phantom, right? And so these altcoins all kind of trade the same. And you can see this wedge broke, and it just kind of mirrors the Bitcoin chart, right? And so what then I start to do is I look for anomalies. And so one of the techniques you can use is to look for the outlier, okay? And so I go through, since all the coins were looking the same, I wanted to find something that's an outlier. So look at Atom. Right now, Atom is in a really, it's breaking out currently, okay? And so this is a daily chart. But yeah, Atom's in a breakout. And so it broke from this level, and basically if it closes here, which it probably will, it's going to continue higher. And so this is an outlier. Right now everything's flat, but Atom is in this breakout. So there's different ways to trade this, but I'm just trying to point out the most simple way to short a breakout. And it's riskier than other plays, but I want to show you just this one key factor here. You see this line, okay? These are your EMAs. Okay, so this EMA line represents the price action, the average over a period of time. And so you can see now we have cleared this green line, okay? So that's important to take note of. A lot of times coins will bounce off these lines and come down, or they'll buy right up, and then the bots come in and they will sell right at that line. But what we see is there are people coming in and buying at this price here. So what I would do on this trade leading into Wednesday is I'm just setting it up now, right? I'm just kind of getting my game plan. You can short breakouts here, right? But it's much higher risk. Or you could short here, right? That's fine if you understand how to do that. You could short anywhere along the way. You could break it down to hourly, 5-minute, so on. So I'm not trying to get complicated like that. So just to set up, all I did was you can see this kind of neckline here, right? This confluence. And then you can see this white EMA line. So what I'm going to do is just set an alert right here. Okay. Now coming into Friday, if there's a big move on the SPY, or in between now and then, if there's a big move on Atom, then we can come in and you can short, right? And that would just be going over here, and then you set your price and you buy the coin there, the short, right? So that's an outlier. And so I'm just going to watch Atom over the next couple of days to see what happens, right? So there's one more outlier. This is EOS. EOS is interesting in the sense that if you wanted to long something, if you want to take some risk and long something, EOS could be setting up a really nice breakout right here, okay? So a lot of people will go short at this neckline. Remember back here I showed you Atom. Okay, it's a similar pattern, right? You go short at that neckline, okay? But EOS is a little different, more interesting for a long. So if you're looking for a long position, you might like this because what it is doing is, you see how it's already trading above that white line that was on the other chart? Okay, so it's setting up, and if it holds, what you're going to see is this big continuation move, right? It'll look something like this. Okay, so the idea is these EMA lines are where people, if they hold, they can really serve as support, right? And they move with the time frames and everything. So it's good to use like a daily or a 4-hour when you're looking at those EMAs. And so I just wanted to point out that the difference between these two trades, Atom, I'm looking to short when it comes into this white line. Now, if EOS busts out over this white line, we have to watch for the continuation. That's what I'll be doing, right? So I would scroll up, and then I'm going to look for a wild candle. I'm going to look for a wild kind of breakout, you know, because that's what these coins can do. So let's say EOS continues over the next day or two and has one of these kind of mega pumps. Next range, 28%, that's not too much. But let's say it gets that happens, right? Let's say it gets a 60% pump, right? So I'll set an alert. First, I'm going to set my alert here, right? Because I want to watch at this point. I'm not interested now in shorting. I might be interested, depending on what's happening with the SPY at this level. And I might be interested, really interested in shorting here, because we're coming into this long-term kind of horizontal resistance. And so you can see back here all of this resistance. So that's why I'm interested here. Okay, and that's just a real short way to look at something. If I were to make this play, it would get a lot more technical. But I just wanted to give you that quick idea on scanning through a watch list, looking for an outlier, something that's an anomaly like Atom and EOS today, and then moving into a news catalyst event that might be on Friday. We're starting to set up. So a lot of trading is having a weekly plan, and then usually I'll have like a weekly plan, and then a kind of midweek plan, and then an end of the week plan. So right now, the way everything's falling is I'm going to set up today. I'm going to look through these charts a little bit, and I'm going to get a feel for what's going on. And then depending on what happens with the news, that's the secret, is what happens with the news. That's your trading day. That's your day paying attention. Right? So anyway, I hope it helps.